you were part of a personnel recovery team, but you actually went and did some PR stuff, I think in Puerto Rico, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yep. Yeah, in I think it was 16, maybe early 17, they had like the back-to-back hurricanes. We actually blew it down there and kind of helped out with some of the islands down there. But yeah, to speed your point, yeah. So when I came in, within 6 months of being at the 2-3, I went and did a CRIF rotation with the recce team over there at 7th Group. Did about 5 months with them, and then I've done AZRT or GA deployments. So I kind of got the airfield surveys and whatnot. Then I did some of the more like kind of not clandestine, like low vis type stuff, like plainclothes stuff, going around working out. And then I did the PR thing over in Africa as well. Kind of got the broad spectrum of working with different teams, from SEAL teams, ODAs, some MARSOC teams. So
yeah. So even though you might not have, even though you might not have had like those mythical 2 letters, those SR letters attached to your name, you were still really supporting, strike, access, and recovery from the 2-3. Like that's really cool experience, because we get those questions a lot. How does SR fit into those mission sets? And people, I don't know why, but people can't put the capability inside of that mission set. Like having an SR guy on a PR team or on an airfield seizure team is invaluable. Like the things that you provide for close reconnaissance, or for Blue Force tracking picture, or for all the way down to, what you were talking about, going, and doing, kind of the plainclothes, that AV FID mission. But those things are invaluable that Tau T provided before, and now, SR does now. So man, it's awesome to hear that you got, that time in at the 2-3, seeing all those mission sets. That's really cool. And it's cool for people to hear, like, that's where we're going, and that's how SR fits into the ST mission.
Yeah, they can pretty much, if you can think of it, like, you can find a way to get into a mission set. It's kind of one of the nice things about the way they rewrote the CVTP is we have so many options that we can get into anything as long as you can articulate why you should be there.
And
big fan of that.
Going back to like the humanitarian aspect, because PJs, it's obvious what PJs are doing. Combat controllers, it's airfield stuff, it's HLZs and that kind of stuff. And what is SR doing in a humanitarian type mission? You know what I mean?
Yeah. So at that time, what I was doing was primarily the weather forecast for that. Actually, like on the ground stuff, so not like looking out into any big picture things. And then kind of the terrain assessments, like actually, can we get aircraft in? Can we get vehicles around here? Like where, like the hot spots, like where do we actually need to get people out? Like risk of landslides, mudslides, anything like that. Like risk of like high flooding, like where we actually need to get aircraft to go help people out.
Okay. I mean, that all falls into recce, your full spectrum survey kind of stuff, which I know that you did a lot of when you were deployed to Africa and stuff like that. So, I mean, that's all real important stuff that it's easy to gloss over, really. But that information that you're providing provides a lot of, I'm skipping around because I'm trying not to use a bunch of acronyms like we've already used.
Like we've already done.
The hell out of people. So there are priority intelligence requests or reports, I think it's requests, that are always floating out there, and then people need, answers to them. And doing our surveys and doing that landslide assessments and avalanche assessments and all that kind of full spectrum stuff helps answer those intelligence requests, basically.
Yeah, it's not always the sexy stuff like everybody wants to hear about, but it's part of the job. So, and there's always things we're kind of doing in the background. So even if it's not directly related to what's going on, we're always just collecting what we see, what we're doing.
Yeah, 100%. And that builds the bigger picture. And that's why I love having SR in there. And we've all been really excited. Like, obviously, we're early adopters. Other than Trent, like, we love all SR guys. So
that's the worst.
That guy's the worst. That's why we didn't invite him on. He doesn't answer any of the questions anyway.
He doesn't even know that this is happening right now.
Okay. I want to hear about that.
We totally went behind his back. We're like, hey, we had to get an SR guy on. No, a real SR guy. You don't need to be there. But that's a great, it's a great, at least like real world example of how it is that you fit into those mission sets and exactly how versatile SR is. So, it's great to hear that, again, you weren't called that. You were in the transition phase, as it were, at the 2-3, but you had a chance to see all those mission sets, and now you can coherently explain, hey, this is how we fit into this picture. And I do love what you said earlier. That's the greatest thing about SR is the ambiguity. Like, hey, are you supposed to be on this mission set? Oh, I'm totally supposed to be on this mission set. Let me tell you why. And you can say that in every mission. You can be like, hey, absolutely, I can provide you this capability. I can make you more capable. I can make you more lethal. I can make you more survivable. I can give you the information that you need to really be successful. And that ambiguity is awesome. That's a great thing to have.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's made for some fun deployments of like 1 minute you'll be hanging around playing Call of Duty, and the next minute you're doing ISR sensor taskings to like running to get on a bird to go do like a mass cal scenario. Like you can just get into anything. It's pretty exciting, and not everybody can do that.